Like a little music with your meal, Tuco?
Music? Yes, it's very good. Very good for the digestion.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
You know, we're always quickest to doubt people who have a reputation for being honest.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Could be a monkey or a orangutan.
A bald monkey? Is he a pig? He sure eats like one.
It's the Al Travis Show. We got him. It's Minnesota's Sports Lifer on the program. He's Paulie. Paulie, how you doing, my friend?
Doing well. Happy Friday to you.
Well, not just any Friday. The Friday with the main things. It's Neeson Sports Bar and Grill. Sports Bar and Lounge, like Lounge and Grill. I don't remember.
You're leading off with that. Well, thank you
Of course we are.
Appreciate
this
that.
This is huge. The main thing is Paulie's band. How big is it? 6-piece?
7 pieces, yeah.
Oh,
we've got
good
two women who sing and a lead singer, Pat, who's a guy. So lots of vocals, lots of guitar, drum, bass, and sound effects and stuff. Yeah, it's a good time. Good time.
All right,
Neeson's down in Savage.
And Savage, you can't go. Easy to find. Great bar. Starts at what? Crack of dawn, like 8:30 in the morning. I mean, it's just you're up all night, right?
You would love that if we started at 8:30 in the morning. You'd be
I would. I'd be right there.
Yeah,
I'd be there. Absolutely. 8:30 tonight. I go to what, about midnight?
Yep, 8:30 to about 12:30. So music starts at 8:30. Yeah, it's a big dance floor. Should be fun. So,
do you know? And maybe this is a trick question. Is there a minimum to get in? Is there a, what do you call it, a fee to watch the band?
Charge?
Cover charge, yeah.
No cover.
Oh my God!
Just
then you
buy
gotta
a couple
go.
of drinks. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You gotta go. All right, that's the main thing at Neeson's tonight. Shakopee, get yourself there. Don't forget to Savage.
Yeah, Shakopee. Yeah.
What did I say? That was wrong.
You said Shakopee. Yeah.
Yeah, that was completely wrong. But it's in that kind of neck of the woods in the Twin Cities. It's over there.
Yeah, all these suburbs, they kind of become the same to you down in.
All of a sudden, you're just in another one.
I get it.
Yeah. Okay. See, this is the difference. So I go
just
from
a bunch
one
of
town.
Cul-de-sacs.
It's what it is. I go from one town to another, and it takes 18 minutes. You know when you're out of one city because you got 18 minutes. Like I drive up there, and it's like, where am I? Oh, Edina. When did I come here? It's
when
just
did I get here? Yeah.
So okay. So
I get
not
it.
Shakopee. Savage, Minnesota. All right. Let's talk some sports because this is your deal, and I can't imagine you being very happy about this. Minnesota Twins. Of course, get rid of Rocco, and poor Rocco. They got the team, and then they fire him because he doesn't win enough. Okay, they hire this Shelton guy, old Twin. This seems like the most safe hire of all time. We like his old Twin,
totally.
But he was horrible with Pittsburgh. Not him, but Pittsburgh never got off the ground. They kept using the excuse was him as the lead. Well, we're always rebuilding, and it's tough for him. Well, that's exactly what we are.
Yeah. I'm sure Derek Shelton, has a lot of baseball acumen. He's a major league manager. No matter what you win or lose, you're a major league manager. Something about baseball. But he didn't have anything to work with in Pittsburgh, and he's not going to have anything to work with here. So what responsibility do you lay at the feet of a manager who's going to have nothing to work with? So I'm sure he's a nice guy, but it's a yawner of a hire.
Yeah.
It's not a big name, and to me, it just screams we did it on the cheap. Just like
that's
else.
it. What does it do? He makes a decent salary, but he's not going to get massively rich at it. The Twins don't have to give him much. But now I want to throw at you today. Does LaTroy Hawkins do anything for you as far as a bullpen pitcher coach? Because guess what? We need one because we have nothing but young knuckleheads coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I love him as an analyst. He's great on TV. Mm-hmm. He's really, really good. And, his knowledge comes through, clearly. Now he's got to connect with, a whole new bullpen because they gutted the bullpen. He's got to work with that. So I don't know what he's going to be like as a coach. I think it's great, but I think there's something about teams in this town. They recognize the provincialness of Minnesota, right? So let's go get a name that people know. He used to be here. Now we bring him back, and we love it when they're from here and they do well. And Mauer and Kent Herbeck stayed here because they grew up here. And we've talked about this before. I'm done with the provincialness. Either you can do the job or not. I don't care where you're from. You can be from Puerto Rico or Beijing. I don't care. Are you good? And we got to get over this hump of why do we want people to like us, and why do we want people to come back when they're gone? And I'm over it. And I have all the Minnesota blood, man. I mean, I'm Vikings. I'm Viking blood Scandinavian. I could be passive aggressive, but I'm not.
I got guilt we haven't dealt with my
I've
parents
got guilt,
and the Lutherans.
Lutheran,
You got.
it's guilt without the beads, right? So yeah, I've got it all, but I'm really over the, I don't care whether people like us anymore and whether people want to come back or just be good. Are you good? We'll find out.
See, but like the Molliners and the Herbecks, those guys that grew up here and we keep them here, that is a great story. Love that. But if that's not happening on the level we need to win right now, sorry, Minnesota guys, go find someplace else. We're going to bring the Ohtani in here. We're going to bring whatever that is to get me excited about baseball. That's just baseball. We didn't artificially make Kent Herbeck really good or Paul Marlowe. They were great players. They were
great. Yeah, but in this day and age, 50% of your roster better be Latin because that's where all the great players are from. It's Venezuela, it's Dominican Republic, Mexico. That's where the great players are from. So we better have a good contingent of that. And how do you deal with that if there's a language barrier, right? So you got to have that.
Yeah.
Just be good. And who knows? I mean, it's kind of a yawner. I mean, what are the Twins going to do right now? The World Series is over. Baseball's not on the radar. It's not going to be until spring training. And so, what do they do to get people excited? What, Al, are they going to do for Twins Fest?
Oh, who are they sending out?
That's going to be really tough.
It's going to be Shelton and this Hawkins guy, LaTroy. That's the only people they have with any name recognition. They got to send them out. Yeah. Let me ask you this, though. You and I haven't talked about it. How poorly did the Jays give up to the LA Dodgers in losing that World Series? They were within 2 outs. The bad call running to third for home. There were just a couple of mistakes, or they take this from the Dodgers.
Oh my gosh. My heart just broke for that. And to happen in Toronto, the fans were ready to just explode. They were loud all game. Their team, gave them the lead, late. I mean, just heartbreaking. I really felt for them. And I don't know what else you could do. The Dodgers just made that extra play, right? That catch in left center. That ball falls, it's over. It's over. And it just broke my heart.
But you're a man of the game. This World Series, except for the teams, as good a World Series as 91. We had everything. You had an 18-inning game. You had a guy pitch a full game, had extra inning for the end, a couple walk-offs. Yeah. You have a fight in the 7th game, bench clearing brawl. I mean, if you're going to say, let's write a movie about how the World Series should go, they just played it. I mean, and here's me bringing it back to you. This is Minnesota's problem. I probably have been out of baseball as far as really caring to watch here for the last 2-3 months. Then I get carried away with Ohtani, having 3 home runs in the pitch. And now I'm watching the series. And then I see the best World Series in decades. I'm loving baseball. Talk to me. They should have announced today, we got somebody. And I'm like, oh, yeah, let's get, they're losing the momentum.
Twins?
The Twins. They could have told me they got somebody this week. And I'm like, hey, I'm into it now. And I'm not. And they just dropped this. Shelton?
No, there is some. Yes, there is something. There could have been some momentum to ride there and make a move. But again, they're not going to spend the money. They're not. So there's no there, Al. It's really tough. I'll be honest. I'm. It's almost Christmas, right? I'm starting to shop for stuff. Looking online. Do I want to buy something with the Twins logo on it right now? For anybody? I don't know. I don't know. It's just that's really sad. So, but very sad. Back to the World Series, though. I'm very sad for the Toronto fans, and that's a really good team.
Oh yeah.
That's a tough. But the Dodgers made 1 or 2 more plays. That's it. That's
and to put a bow on the World Series, it was as good as it gets. Plus, the Americans won and the Canadians lost, so it was absolutely a perfect World Series.
I disagree. I don't think there are any Canadian. There are no Canadians on that roster. No Canadians.
Of course, that's why they shouldn't even be able to play baseball. We should not have a team up there. It's America's game, America's sport.
You're so deluded. I can't believe it.
No, the problem is you've known me for 50 years. I'm not even faking it. It's who I am. I just want America to win. That's who I am.
You weren't this extreme years ago. You were more of an open guy.
I stopped caring what other people think.
Yeah, your world's getting smaller, Al. I don't know. I don't like it.
Fair enough. Gotta go to break. We'll talk some Minnesota Vikings right after this.
Think about it. A famous politician once said, "You're entitled to your opinion, but you are not entitled to your own facts. But in a world full of AI and fake news, where can Minnesotans find the facts? Center of the American Experiment is Minnesota's go-to source for fact-based analysis and common sense solutions for taxes, energy, public safety, and our kids' education. Visit AmericanExperiment.org for more information. Think About It is brought to you by Center of the American Experiment, Minnesota's think tank.
Do you have a closet full of old videos, photos, slides, or films? Regain that space and preserve those memories for future generations. Visit archivinglifemedia.com or call 952-829-8018. See how safe and simple it is to digitize all your media. Gain peace of mind knowing that all those important memories will be saved and can be seen and shared again. Do it today. Check out archivinglifemedia.com or give them a call, 952-829-8018.
It's nice to know a guy that knows a guy. Al Travis.
He's Minnesota Sports Lifer Paulie, and I think he'll like this next segment because I actually am on an email chain or text chain with Paul and a group for the Vikings games. So Paulie is less than positive when it comes to my Minnesota Vikings. So I'm going to throw this out. I am telling you that I'm upset with the Vikings a little bit. If you look at the depth chart, you see J.J. McCarthy as our starter, Max Brosmer as our number 2, and they literally list Wentz as our third, although on IR and having surgery out for the year. I don't know where you slide those people, but you had to get me a third quarterback in here. We're a twisted ankle away from Brosmer trying to take us the second half of the year. Not ripping the kid, but are you kidding me? No one wanted him. He was undrafted. Yeah. I think Minnesota messed up.
Yeah, I can't disagree. I mean,
I don't know who was out there, but really?
Yeah, that's the question: is who else do you have to choose from? And we don't know. Brosmer's record or his resume is basically a few preseason snaps, right? So we don't know, under fire what he's going to be like. And Gopher quarterbacks don't have like a long history of doing well in the NFL. I mean, we don't have any of that. So yeah, there's not a lot of confidence, and they're riding a thin line here for sure. So no, I agree with you. It could go south really, really fast. But going to the Detroit game though last week, you know, what we needed out of JJ was just show us glimpses. He gave us more than glimpses, right? He gave us a lot of this is why we drafted him. You know, there's potential here. His numbers, stats wise, weren't great, but he kept that Jared Goff off the field for pretty long stretches. That's part of it. Kept the defense fresh, and the defense was balling. A decent quarterback with a really good defense, that's a recipe to win. And as long as our defensive guys like Van Ginkel and those guys can stay healthy, Cashman he's huge when he's in there. So to me, it's about the defense, and JJ, just don't throw a pick. You'll be all right.
And even the pick he threw rolled off that guy's hip. It was not a great thrown ball, but I think even the receiver should have knocked it to the ground. But all this being said, he only had 6 quarters on his belt until he played the Lions. And I felt him getting stronger as the game went. This whole team showed up with a different attitude. This team was
they initiated, and it was wasn't it fun to see that where we're taking it to you, and we're on the road. We're not going to sit back. There was no prevent defense. We're going to hit you and hit you hard, and it took its toll. A lot of Lions were taking a knee toward the end of the game, with injuries because the Vikings were flying, and that was fun to see. And when you've got a team that's all in like that, it's really easy to get behind them. So, it's more than I expected.
Here comes the big take then. I am saying right now, if that same team shows up, that team with that attitude shows up at home on Sunday, we beat the Ravens. We could beat the Ravens, the Bears, and the Pack in the next 3 weeks and really set ourselves up. I think these next 3 games are really important, but it's got to be that team that shows up. And I think they win 3.
I won't say they'll win all 3, but if that team shows up, they'll have a chance to win all 3. That's for sure. The Ravens are getting, Lamar back and a lot of other guys back, so they're getting healthy. And despite their record, most people realize that once they're healthy, they're gonna make a run, and they're expected to contend for that AFC Championship. So we're gonna get the Ravens best. We'll find out what they're made of. And the Bears are no slouch. This division's really good, so I would not go out on a limb and say we'll win all 3. I think we can go 2-1, but
even 2-1, if the 2 are Bears and Packers, that helps us out immensely because they're in the conference. So these next 3 games are huge and important, and they've hopefully been ghost whispering the guy, and we'll be there. I'm making the prediction. I'm going to ask your prediction. I don't know if you're going to give me a number or not. My prediction is going to be the Vikings 27. We'll get Baltimore 24.
I hope you're right. But I'm going to say Ravens win, late field goal, 21-19.
See, that's why I hate when Paulie
Not
does
field
that.
goal. I'm sorry. No, that would not be a field goal. Late score, 21-19.
Okay. Let's do this. We'll bust down the Oregon thing, but with your Minnesota Gophers now sitting, what are they? Where's their? They're bowl eligible. 6 wins so far? Yeah, 6-3.
Yep.
You feeling okay? This is such a Sybil. This is like the girl I went to high school with for prom. So Sybil-like. Who shows up? I have no idea. We can lose to Iowa 41-3 and then take Michigan State 23-20. This is Sybil.
I hope your prom dates are listening right now because they just got ripped. Oh, my goodness.
Small people, a number of people even know who that would be. But my point now, and this is them, they're going to make us play Oregon. Got to play Oregon. 8 o'clock. Fox prime time. It's another one of those where we can get ourselves very much embarrassed like the Ohio State game. I'm concerned.
Yeah. It's we're beating, middle and lower teams. And then when we face really good competition, we get destroyed. And it'd be a shock to the world if they go out to Oregon and win that. The good news is Oregon's got to play Iowa this weekend. And so, they're on the road at Iowa, which is no easy task. And they might be a little beat up. Maybe we catch them, but no, I don't think so. And unfortunately, that means Pinstripe Bowl or that's where we're headed. I hope not, or the Mayo Bowl, whatever. And I'd love to see at least Music City get to Nashville. At least that's a fun place to go.
There you go. Gotta fly. We're out of time, but I don't want to go anywhere without mentioning the main thing: best band in all of Minnesota. I declared it here. Boom. Going to be at Neeson's Sports Bar and Grill. You get dinner and drinks, everything tonight, starting at 8:30. It's in Shakopee.
Savage.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I keep messing that up. Savage. All right. Do you guys do like
Thank you, Al.
requests? Is it all set? Can you just, is it like karaoke thing?
No requests. We've been working these, but hopefully it's stuff people like.
Fair enough. Appreciate you, Paulie. Always a pleasure.
Right. Thanks.
Minnesota's sports lifer on the Al Travis Show.
Tired of one-sided media and divisive noise